Hey everybody, in this video, let's keep Neville Goddard simple. Mo wants to run around there. You see him in the background there. But anyway, a lot of us are getting too anal with Neville Goddard, especially Neville Goddard techniques. I mean, we know what we want, we set an intention, but where we start flubbing up a little bit is that we overanalyze this, going inside your imagination, drifting off to sleep. And yes, this is how you influence your subconscious mind. And then we go on to living in the yin, which most of us don't even live in the yin properly, or live in your wish fulfilled. But let's look at this more simple. There's a way more simple version to this. We're really overanalyzing this. We're really overanalyzing this, going inside your imagination and drifting off to sleep. And yes, it can be difficult depending upon what you want. And yes, it can be difficult because maybe we haven't used our imagination for years or decades. Anyway, having my morning coffee. So this is some coffee talk here. But let's talk about this. And, you know, I was re-listening to a lot of my Neville Goddard stuff, and it just dawned on me. I've been kind of thinking about this myself, is when Neville Goddard uses the example of he was in New York at the time. He wanted to travel to Barbados, and he gave such a simple example. This is what Abdullah told him. Okay, he's in New York at the time, Neville Goddard, and he didn't have money. At the time, he didn't have money. It was during the Great Depression, I believe. So he didn't have money to travel to Barbados to spend Christmas with his family. He hasn't been there for a long, long time. So Abdullah told him, when you go to sleep tonight in New York, go to sleep as if you're in Barbados. I mean, it's that simple. You know, Abdullah didn't tell him, Neville, go to sleep 30 minutes before you go to bed. And in 30 minutes before you go to bed, go inside your imagination and create this giant movie scene about you traveling to Barbados, and in Barbados and spending time with your family. Then you have to get into this really deep feeling state. You have to get into this drift and drift off to sleep. This is the only way you influence the subconscious mind. Abdullah didn't say that. I mean, maybe Abdullah said that, but according to Neville Goddard and all the times Neville Goddard retold this story, Abdullah didn't say that. Abdullah just said, Neville, when you go to sleep tonight, when you go to sleep in your bed in New York, go to sleep as if you're going to sleep in your bed in Barbados. I mean, listen to how simple that is. If you want your dream house, when you go to sleep tonight, go to sleep as if you're going to bed in your dream house. Isn't that simple? That's how simple these techniques are, but we're making them way too difficult. Then you have all these YouTube videos. Then people like to post things about Neville Goddard, which I'm not saying anything about anybody. I mean, a lot of people that do prosperity teaching are very, very good. I mean, some are newbies, but we're making this stuff way too difficult than what it should be. If you want your dream car, go to bed at night and go to sleep as if you already have your dream car. It's that simple. Okay, I don't know where the whole theory came from. Is you have to go to sleep 30 minutes before you go to bed. You have to try to get into this great big imaginational state. And yes, Neville Goddard, tells stories about your imagination and tells stories, working with your imagination. But I'm just giving you this one example from Abdullah, between Abdullah and Neville. And when Neville tells a story, Abdullah is telling him such simple things. Abdullah is telling him, Neville, as you walk the streets of New York, okay, as I walk the streets of New York, walk the streets as if you're in Barbados. He's not saying, Abdullah's not saying, Neville, as you walk the streets of New York, go inside your imagination for 30 minutes And you have to get in this deep, deep, deep feeling state as if you're walking the streets of Barbados. And you have to feel it intensely. He's not saying those things. I mean, according to Neville Goddard anyway. He's keeping it simple. You know, you're basically acting as if, you're basically putting yourself in a state that if I'm walking the streets in New York, I'm acting as if I'm walking the streets of Barbados. I'm playing pretend a little bit. I'm pretending I'm in Barbados, walking the streets of Barbados. I'm pretending I'm seeing businesses in Barbados. Because Neville's from there, so he's going to know what things look like and feel like and what the air smells like. He's already going to know all this stuff. You know, it's the same thing. You can do the same thing. You might say, well, Chad, I don't want to go to Barbados. I can hear you thinking. But you can replace anything you want to into this. But just keep it simple. If you want your dream house, go to sleep at night as if you're already sleeping in your dream house. Okay, most of us, this is what most of us do if we're really honest with ourselves. My hair is like tickling my nose there. This is what most of us do if we're super, super honest. Most of us don't go to bed 30 minutes before we go to sleep. Okay, so when we hear somebody say, go to bed 30 minutes before you go to sleep so you have plenty of time to go inside your imagination, we don't do it. Let's be honest. I mean, there's sometimes I do it, or there's sometimes I'll go to bed and it takes me 45 minutes to go to sleep. But most people don't purposely go to bed 30 minutes before they go to sleep. Okay, most people go to sleep or go to bed 5 minutes before they go to sleep. Let's just be honest. So if that's what you're doing, dude, keep it simple. Okay, 5 minutes before you go to sleep. As you go to sleep, you just go into that state and pretend that you're laying in your bed in your dream house, and you think about laying in bed in your dream house. You're grateful for laying in bed in your dream house, and you drift off to sleep. Okay, we're really overthinking this stuff. Okay, when you wake up in the morning, Neville Goddard says, live in a wish fulfilled. What does that mean? You live in a wish fulfilled. Well, you live as if you already have it. Okay, you act as if. So when you wake up, you act as if you're like a child again. You're playing make believe, and as you wake up, you already have your dream house. And when you do this, okay, I did this, and I did kind of the Abdullah technique here, where all I did was just lay down 5 minutes before I was going to go to sleep. I lay down in this state that I was laying down in my dream house and going to sleep in my dream house. And when I woke up in the morning, I felt like I was in my dream house. I really, really did. And if you can control, the thing is in your 3D world, okay, in my present time, if you can really control and stop controlling the how, stop looking for it, and completely let it go, this is what puts the technique on steroids, because you really will wake up in a state that you really almost feel like you're in your dream house. But it's your job to control the simulation, control your 3D world. And as you wake up, you already have what you want. Okay? Same way if you want your dream car. You go to sleep at night as if you already have your dream car. Simple. Okay? Then when you wake up in the morning, you go through the day, you already have your dream car. That's the state you're trying to put yourself in. What most of us are doing when we get to living in the end part, right when we wake up, we're looking for it. Where is it? We run over here. Where is it? We run and look out our window. I don't see my dream car in the driveway. I'm over exaggerating a little bit, but that's what people are doing. I mean, I even do it. I wake up, my first thought is, well, I didn't win the lottery today. Well, I don't have $15 million in my bank account. Well, I'm not in my dream house. Dude, that's what we're doing. Besides living in your wish fulfilled, you're trying to control the how. The how isn't your concern. Even what Neville and Abdullah said, and I would go back to Abdullah. What did Abdullah tell Neville when he wanted to go to Barbados? As you walk the streets of New York, pretend you're walking the streets of Barbados. As you're living in your house right now, pretend that you're living in your dream house. As you're driving your old car, with there's no cars on this road, as you're driving your car right now, pretend you're driving your dream car. It's amazing how this stuff works when you keep it so simple. Okay, when you get in your car, pretend you're getting in your dream car. When you're driving down the road, pretend you're driving in your dream car. Get in that state. You don't need to go into a super imaginative state, like some people want to explain. Keep it simple, my friends. Then once we get in these imaginative states and we start doing them in our 3D world, that influences the subconscious mind. That in a way, we trick the subconscious mind. Because the subconscious mind, remember, our subconscious mind isn't a comedian. Our subconscious mind doesn't take jokes. Our subconscious mind gives us what is. It gives us our thoughts, our repetitive thoughts that we think over and over and over. Okay? It gives us exactly what we bring emotion to over and over and over. It doesn't play favorites. It doesn't give this person over here because it's a favorite, and then this person over here they hate. No. It is what it is. In the subconscious mind, it can't dictate between what's reality and what's not. It's just going to give you what you bring emotion to. That's it. Whatever you bring emotion to, it's going to give it to you. It's going to say, well, Chad likes this. Chad wants more of this because Chad keeps on thinking about it. Chad keeps on bringing emotion to it. But we do this in an opposite way, of course. We're bringing emotion to things that we don't like, then we don't want, then that's what the subconscious mind brings us. But keep it simple. That's all this talk is about, is being simple. I don't even know if you can see any of the sunlight here. The sun might be glaring the direction I'm walking here. Spin around, make you guys dizzy. But let's wrap this up. Simple. When you go to sleep tonight, go to sleep as if you already have what you want. That's all Abdullah was saying. If Neville, you want to go to Barbados? You're in New York right now. When you go to bed tonight, go to sleep as if you're already in Barbados. You're sleeping in your bed in Barbados. When you walk the streets of New York, walk the streets as if you're in Barbados, already there. Then all you have to do is just put your intention in there. If you want your dream house, go to bed at night as if you're already sleeping in your dream house and you wake up in that state. Then during the day, when you're walking through your house, walk through your house as if you're already in your dream house. That's the simple version of Neville Goddard, my friends. That we have to keep it simple. The more you keep it simple, the better results you're going to get. But other than that, hopefully this made sense. I was kind of ranting on here and there. My coffee's getting cold. But blessings to you. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know where you're at. And I'll see you guys in another video. Remember, I love you guys. Blessings to you. See you at the top. And I'll talk to you later.